Good morning, Mavericks. So yesterday my lesson was about character feelings. And those of you that have been meeting with me in small group, we've been talking about character feelings, and some of us have moved on to character traits. Um, so I just wanted to kind of go over character traits today so that you can see the difference. So a character feeling is something that can change, and I always use I've been giving the example of, me getting ready for work and I'm super excited for the day. And then I get to school and I've left everything I need for the day at home. So I might have woken up and ready for the day excited. And then when I realized that it wasn't ready for the day and forgot everything at home, I was kind of sad or upset. My feelings can change super quick just depending on what's going on with me. And same thing for you and our characters in our books. So we got to pay attention to what's going on. With our character in the book so we can kind of track their feelings. We've talked about Humpty Dumpty after the fall, and Humpty Dumpty in the beginning was feeling kind of happy, upset, and then he was building those airplanes and they didn't work out at first, so he was frustrated and annoyed. And then they finally did work out, and so he was super excited and felt accomplished. Um, and then we talked about him at the end being a bird and him feeling free. Okay, so now I wanna gear change gears to how is Humpty Dumpty as a person? What is his personality? And when we talk about, our characters or anybody's personality, and how they are as a person, we're really talking about their character traits. Now, these don't change that often. If I go and say that Miss Gray is funny, Miss Gray's going to probably usually be funny. She might tell a joke here and there that isn't all that funny, but for the most part, she is a funny person. So, we're gonna, that's just how you would describe her as a person. Now, in some of my groups, when we talked about traits, some of you told me that Humpty Dumpty was an egg. Okay, well, Humpty Dumpty is an egg, but my example for you on that is I wouldn't go around saying, "Oh, and I have this really cool student, Johnny, and he's a human." Guys, we're not gonna talk about we don't talk about, um, people and their personalities with, like, they're literally a human. We already know that, we anticipate that, and although Humpty Dumpty's not a human, when I'm talking about him as a person his personality or, like, who he is as a person, we're not gonna just say that he's an egg. I'm talking about inside, okay? So, inside Humpty Dumpty, I would say that he's brave, and that he's determined and confident. Um, and I would say he's brave because remember he was worried about getting on that wall in the middle of our story. But then he was determined he was going to climb that wall again, and he did. So, in that instance, he was brave for doing it because he was scared at first, and then he was determined to climb that wall. He was also determined in the middle of our book whenever he was building those paper airplanes and they kept failing on him. He persevered and he just kept going and going and going until he finally made the best paper airplane. So, with that said, he was determined. Okay, and I want you to kind of think about why you think he was confident. I had a couple of my groups tell me he was confident, so I want you to kind of think about that. Your activity today is to complete this word sort, or it's not a word sort, I'm sorry. It's a feeling or trait sort. So you're going to look at these words right here and you're going to decide, are they feelings or are they traits? Guys, you can either print this out and like literally write in these, or you can simply just make this chart, feelings on one side, traits on the other side in your notebook, and then just write the words that are here. Okay. A third option, I guess, if you can print this out, is to cut these out and glue them where they're supposed to go. Your choice. I don't care how you do it, as long as you practice. And please, please, please upload this for me because this is going to tell me how you're feeling on distinguishing what are traits and what are feelings. Okay. And some of these some of these are in my video that we just talked about with Humpty Dumpty. So you might refer back to this video as you're doing this and then try your best on the ones that are not in this video. Again, you don't have to do it perfectly, but I do want your work. And this is again just to show Miss Belusic where I can still help you with feelings and traits before we move on to the next thing. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Um, Please also remember to look at your small group schedule. Um, Miss Belusic or Miss Gray and I do have a little meeting this morning, so that'll interfere with some groups, but we didn't shouldn't mess with your schedule at all because we planned that whenever we made the small group schedule. So those of you that I'll see later, I will see you later. Those of you that I don't see until tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. But please, if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will be live later after specials. And the rest of the day after specials. So please feel free to reach out to me if you need me then. Okay. Bye, guys. You have a wonderful day. I can't wait to see you later.